Previously on Riverdale Rewrites.
I am worried about Fred, though. The man just came in and turned the gun directly at him. He didn't go for the register or anyone else in the diner.
I don't know. It all happened so fast. I don't remember anything about him. He just came and left. Don't worry. I'll take care of you, and we're going to find the man behind this. I just want to protect you.
Veronica, come kiss your father hello.
Grundy goes back into her house and notices the window is open and some of her sheet music has fallen. She goes to pick it up, and after she has stood up, the Black Hood is behind her and strangles her with a cello bow. Grundy's feet slowly stop moving.
Ever since the shooting of Fred Andrews, Archie has had no rest, pulling all-nighters. But we were all unaware the mysterious hooded shooter had already taken his next victim.
Riverdale High Classroom. Archie and Betty sit in a classroom together with other students as the announcements go.
This concludes today's usual announcements, but we have one more that I sincerely regret to say. It has come to our attention that last night our former music teacher, Geraldine Grundy, was found dead in her house. Our counselors will be available for grief counseling for those that find it necessary.
Upon hearing the announcement, Archie is shaken. He gets up out of the classroom and goes into the hallway, with Betty following him.
Archie, hey, what's wrong? Why are you getting so upset about Grundy getting killed?
I think Grundy was killed by the man who shot my father.
Archie, how can you be so sure? Don't you think that's a little too far? I mean, Grundy did have an abusive husband.
I know, but don't you think it's a little odd that first my dad gets shot and then Grundy dies within a couple of days?
Archie, I don't think that would happen. Yeah, I think it's weird that Grundy died, but I don't think it's the same guy. Why would he target Grundy and your dad?
I don't know. Maybe you're right. I've just been so paranoid lately with everything that's going on. I've had trouble sleeping.
You need to take a break. Let Keller find the killer. You've done all you can.
Yeah, but maybe Keller's not doing enough, Betty. We're the ones who found Jason's killer. We need to take matters into our own hands.
Lawyer's office. Jughead and FP meet with their lawyer to hear out FP's sentence. Doesn't look good, FP. You could be facing up to 20 years in prison with charges of assisting with a felony and arson. However, the judge may choose to reduce the sentence if we get someone to testify on behalf of your character. Get that, and the judge may reconsider your jail time.
Thanks, but I doubt that's gonna happen.
Don't be so sure. We may find someone. You don't deserve to spend all that time in jail.
And just who do you suggest we get to testify? No judge is gonna believe a serpent.
Yeah, but maybe they'll believe Cheryl Blossom. Get her to testify, and there's no way they wouldn't reconsider.
Well, Mr. Jones, I suggest you make it happen then. I'll see you gentlemen Saturday.
You better make this work, boy.
Riverdale High Student Lounge. Kevin, Betty, Veronica, Archie sit and discuss what they have just heard about Grundy. Archie yawns.
How is everything at home, Archie? Fred doing any better?
Yeah, he's fine. I'm just exhausted.
What about that news about Grundy? Pretty wild.
Yeah, my dad told me about it this morning. He said that she was strangled by a cello bow.
Does no one else think it's odd that my dad gets shot and then Grundy gets killed by a cello bow and I got her a cello bow? Come on, guys. Someone out there is targeting people that I'm close to. We have to do something.
Yeah, but what? We don't even know what that guy looks like. How are we supposed to do anything?
Well, I guess the only thing we can do right now is to try to think ahead of him. Think of who he might target next and try to warn them or something.
Jughead enters and takes a seat next to Betty.
Hey, Jug. How is everything with your dad?
Not good. He's facing up 20 years, and the only way to reduce it is for someone to testify on his good behavior. I know it's a long shot, but I was thinking maybe we could get Cheryl to do it. If we get her to stand up for my dad, there's no way that his sentence wouldn't get reduced.
And how are you planning on convincing the she-devil?
That's what I was kinda lost on.
I'll talk to her. Take her out to Pops, butter her up with a milkshake. Talk her up. It shouldn't be a big deal.
You're the best.
Sheriff's Station, after school. Archie gives Keller a visit in his office.
Archie, what can I do for you?
I have serious reason to believe that Grundy's murder and my dad's shooting were linked.
Archie, you can't be sure of this. I'm sure
Does no one think it's weird that shortly after my dad gets shot, there's a murder? And Kevin said that she was strangled with a cello bow, that I got her. Someone is targeting people that are close to me, and they have to be stopped.
Relax. My team is on it. We've already interviewed Pop. We're investigating the murder. Everything will be fine.
Yeah, okay, keep telling yourself that. I'll see you later, Sheriff.
Pops. Cheryl and Betty have met up for their milkshakes. I have to say, I thought it was a little odd to get an invite for you for milkshakes. But I love free food, so I guess you know the way to my heart. What do you want?
Can't I just get a milkshake with you without an agenda?
Do you think I was born yesterday? Just tell me what you want.
Well, FP is facing 20 years jail time. And the only way for the judge to reconsider this is for someone to testify on his behalf for his good character. And Jug and I were thinking...
I testify on his behalf? That's real cute, Betty, but why do you honestly think I would stick up for the man who cleaned up JJ's blood?
Cut the crap, Cheryl. You're not as tough as people think you are. Plus, if you decide not to testify, I can always release a video of your father killing Jason.
Please, like you still have the video.
See, that's the good thing about flash drives. You save the file to your own personal computer.
Always reassuring to know that Dark Betty lives on. Fine, I'll do it.
Trial Saturday. See you then.
Cheryl leaves. Betty goes to the counter to pay Pop, and he looks distracted.
Hey, Pop, how much for the milkshakes?
Oh, yeah. That'll be $15.
How are things, Pop, ever since the shooting?
Honestly, business hasn't been too great. No one wants to come to the crime scene. Not much longer until I go under, I'm afraid.
Pop, no! We can't lose the diner.
Well, I'm afraid that's what's going to happen unless I get more people to come to the diner.
The Lodge House. Veronica enters after school, and her parents sit waiting for her in the living room.
Welcome home.
Hello, Daddy.
I don't think that's a proper way to greet your father. Come over and give me a kiss.
No thanks.
You can't stay mad at me forever.
Don't test her. She can hold a grudge.
Excuse me, Hermione. Were you in this conversation? Anyway, mija, I figure now that I'm back, we can spend more time together to make up for all the time I was gone. How about you invite all your friends over and I can meet them all?
No thanks. They're super busy anyway.
Veronica leaves and goes to her room.
She's been cold to me, too.
She'll come around or else I'll make her. Where's that sandwich that I asked for earlier, by the way?
Coming right up.
Andrew's home, night. Freddie and Archie clean up after dinner.
Well, I think I'm going to turn in for the night. Why don't you head up too?
Don't worry, I'll be up soon. Just need to finish up some homework and then guitar practice.
Okay, but I would head up soon if I were you.
Okay, night, Dad.
Fred leaves. Archie waits until he is gone and makes a call.
Hey, Reg. Yeah, I've been having trouble sleeping. Got anything to help? Okay. Thanks, yeah, okay.
Later, Archie messes around with his guitar, trying to write something, and hears a knock at the back door, which causes him to jump. He picks up a baseball bat and checks the door. He hears another knock. He opens the door and sees Dilton Doily, and breathes a sigh of relief.
Really, Archie? A baseball bat?
Sorry, just been on edge. I mean, there's a killer on the loose.
Yeah, I can see that. Here you go. 1 fresh shipment of Jingle Jangle. Should take the edge up and keep you up, if you know what I mean.
Drugs, Dilton? Since when did you get looped into this?
Hey man, Reggie just sends me on deliveries. Take it or not.
Take it back. I'm not interested.
Riverdale High Student Lounge. Betty debriefs Jughead on how her meetup with Cheryl went.
So, luckily, I got Cheryl to testify for FP. Took a little convincing, but she came through.
Knew I could count on you.
Archie, Veronica, and Kevin enter.
Hey, glad to see you guys here.
Hey.
What's up?
So, yesterday when I was at Pop's, he said that the business was about to go under, but that can't happen. So I was thinking, What if we had a retro night? Get dressed up, but have a night where we raise money for Pop. Come on, you guys, it would be so fun.
Well, I enjoy the idea. How many people do you think will actually come? No one wants to go to Pop's anymore.
Guys, Pop's is the one thing that Riverdale had going for it before the shooting happened. I can ask Josie to perform. It'll be great.
I'm in. Just tell me whatever you need.
Isn't this cute?
Veronica turns around in a shock to see her father standing in the doorway with Ethel.
Daddy, what are you doing here?
I just ran into your lovely friend Ethel in the hallway, and she showed me where you might be. Thank you, Ethel.
No problem, Mr. Lodge.
Ethel leaves.
Anyway, I figured I'd come to see you while you're in school. I figured since you won't invite them over, I'd invite myself over to meet them.
Everyone quickly introduces themselves.
I'm Archie Andrews, sir.
Aw, yes. The one who has stolen my daughter's heart. You must come over to dinner sometime.
Yeah, sure.
Very good.
Okay, well, you've seen my friends now, so bye.
And what's this about having a retro night at what's that place? Pop's? Seems like a cute idea, Mija. I'm definitely in. What a great idea. See you at home, Mija, and I hope to see you all around too.
Well, that's awkward. Why would your dad just show up to school?
Yeah, and why don't you want him to meet us?
My dad's not a good guy. He just wants to try to win you all over, and frankly, I'm not interested.
But at least he said he'd help out at retro night. Come on, V. We need all the help we can get for Pop.
Cooper House night. Betty is drawing up some flyers for retro night, and Alice walks by.
Elizabeth, it's dinner time.
Coming in a second.
What are you doing?
Alice takes the flyer before Betty can react.
Oh, how lovely. A retro night where the shooting took place. That place is a disgrace to our town.
Mom, chill. You wouldn't have said that last year.
Hal and Polly enter the living room to see what is going on.
I thought it was dinner time. What are you doing?
Well, Elizabeth has gotten the idea into her head that we should be saving Pop's Diner with a little retro night.
I think it's cute. We've had so many memories there. Why should Pop have to go out of business?
Alice, it's not a big deal. Plus, this could be a good story for the Register. Something positive for the town to see.
Whatever.
All right, then. Looks like you'll be taking coverage on this one, Alice. Thanks for volunteering.
Betty smiles. The next day, Riverdale High hallway. Betty is handing out flyers to students about retro night, and she sees Josie.
Josie, hey!
Hey!
Would you mind doing me a favor? Could you sing at Pop's for retro night?
Betty, I don't know. My mom would freak if she knew I was at Pop's.
But I know you love Pop's. Think about all the milkshakes and burgers you won't have if the diner closes. Come on, Josie, please.
Fine, I guess I will for Pop's sake.
Yay! Thank you.
Riverdale High Student Lounge. Veronica, Betty, Archie, and Jughead discuss retro night.
Finally nail down Josie for retro night?
Yep. All we need now is for people to actually show up, which I hope happens. Right now, we can count on your dad to show up.
Veronica rolls her eyes.
Don't worry, Betty. People will come.
Whoa, Arch. Getting any sleep at all?
Yeah, I've been trying, but my dad...
Speaking of dads, my dad's trial is tomorrow, and I was hoping you guys would come. I really didn't want to show up alone.
Of course, Jug. You know you wouldn't miss it.
Thanks. I just hope Cheryl will come through. I know it's a stretch, but maybe if my dad gets let off, I won't have to go to the south side. Well, I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Jughead leaves, and Betty, Archie, and Veronica are left in the lounge.
So we'll meet up at Archie's and then ride over together.
Sure. See you then.
Great. I gotta run and hand out more flyers.
Betty leaves, and Veronica turns to Archie.
Archie, have you really been sleeping at all? I'm getting concerned.
Ronnie, don't worry. Everything's under control.
Don't give me that, Archie. I know you're mad nothing's happening, but you need to go to sleep at night. Just trust that your dad will be okay. I'll see you tomorrow.
Courtroom day. The trial has begun, and Cheryl is about to speak on FP's behalf. Jughead, Archie, Betty, and Veronica sit within the spectators. FP Jones doesn't deserve the sentence he's being put up to. Yes, it looks bad, and everything is stacked against him. But he has no choice. My father was the mastermind behind all this. He's the one that killed my brother. He put FP up to everything he's charged against. He only did this because he had no other choice. I see that he's trying to turn his life around. Just grant him some mercy.
Thank you, Miss Blossom. On behalf of the court, I have decided once again to review the outcome of your case, Mr. Jones. I've decided you will be serving 2 years in prison, followed by 100 hours of community service. Court dismissed.
Well, boy, take care of yourself.
At least the sentence is lower, right?
Yeah, I guess. Just be careful and stay away from any serpent business.
Jughead just nods and watches his father go. Courtroom hallway, day. Betty, Veronica, Jughead discuss the outcome of the trial.
Guess I'll be going off to Southside after all.
At least we'll be able to see you after school.
I hope.
His sentence got reduced. I guess that's good. And Cheryl actually showed up.
Well, I'd love to stay and chat, but I have to head off to Pop's. Gotta get ready for retro night. See you all later.
Betty stops by Pop's to get ready for retro night.
Ready for your big night, Pop?
I guess so. You seem pretty excited.
I just want to help out. I don't want to see your diner go away. I know a lot has happened, but I hope people will see that we need your diner.
Thanks, Betty. I've been hoping for a miracle. Hopefully one will happen tonight.
Later, retro night has begun. Josie and the Pussycats are performing. Archie, Veronica, Jughead, and Betty sit at a table together.
Well, this the turnout you hoped for?
Yeah, I'm just glad people actually showed.
Alice walks into Pop's with Polly and heads over to Betty's table.
Don't get too comfortable too quick. No one said anything just yet about Pop staying open.
Well, of course, you had just come to ruin everything, Mother.
All I'm saying is that you can't get too excited, Elizabeth. Sometimes the fear of a town is stronger than nostalgia. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have an article to write.
Don't mind her. This is so exciting, Betty. I hope you help out Pop.
Betty smiles as Polly walks away.
Why can't my mom just approve of one thing that I do to try and help this town?
Betty, your mom is nuts. Don't listen to her. What does she know anyway?
Veronica notices her parents walk in.
Excuse me, I need to go deal with my nut parents.
Veronica, so good to see you and your friends.
Amazing you actually kept a promise.
Mija, please.
Can't I just come over to support my daughter?
Not unless you have some ulterior motive.
Can't we please just have one night where we can get along?
Fine, I guess.
That sounds like it. I just want things to go back to normal. And I want to be able to get along with your friends, especially Archie.
Don't get too excited, Dad. Try not to have too much fun. Did I miss anything?
We were just talking about the first time I came here with Archie. It's when we really became friends.
I really don't think you want to know.
Oh, trust me. I do want to know.
So, me and Archie were 7, and our parents just happened to see each other in the parking lot, and we ended up sitting together. Archie and I knew each other, but had never really hung out until then. Anyway, we were ordering, and Archie and I both got milkshakes, and he downed all of his in about 2 seconds. Next thing you know, he lets out this big, loud burp. And I turned to him and I said, "You're gross." But I like it.
Wow, Archie. Guess you were always destined for great things.
Please, that story is so embarrassing. I'm shocked you still remember it, Betty.
Please, Archie, I could never forget. Ever since then, I've always loved coming to Pop's. Sometimes me, my parents, and Polly would go on Sunday afternoons. I'd come with Kevin after a long day of school. And this is where me and Archie met Veronica.
And now we're back here again. It's full circle.
Hey, mind if I join?
Kev, pull up a chair.
Hey, Betty, I thought I would congratulate you on tonight. Looks like a good turnout.
Wow. Thanks, Cheryl. Thanks for showing up at FP's trial today. You really pulled through.
It's not a problem. Why not help out? Well, I'll see you all later.
Hey, Cheryl. Why don't you pull up a seat?
Oh, okay, sure. Later.
Everyone, I'd like your attention, please. I'm happy to announce that after the proceeds of tonight's retro night, the diner is able to stay open, thanks to the work of Betty Cooper. Thank you all for coming out tonight, and I hope to see you all keep coming.
Little does everyone else know that the real reason that Pops is staying open is because I made a large donation.
I know, I saw you give it to him.
Yes, but that was a buyout. Pops is ours now. Except I told Pop to keep it quiet. Don't want Veronica to get any ideas. And that means you too.
And just like that, it seemed as if the troubles of Riverdale were forgotten about for the night. The mystery of the hooded killer was masked by Betty's retro night, a night of temporary joy in the town. Pops had been saved, but that didn't stop the evil that still lurked in Riverdale.
The kids of Riverdale High head out of Pops. Moose and Midge get into a car together and head off to the woods.
Well, did you get it?
Yep, got it from Reggie.
Nice.
Moose and Midge each take a stick of Jingle Jangle and are about to do it when Midge looks up and sees a black hooded figure.
Look out!
A shot rings out. Cooper House night. Betty comes in from retro night and there is a package on the front porch she picks up, addressed to the Coopers. Her phone rings.
Hello?
Hello, Betty. This is the Black Hood.
End of episode 2.